touchdown. She hit the line on the far side, and the Rebels win.
Stop playing! Stop playing!
He connects! Rebels with their first lead of the night.
And the Andover Huskies are your section champion.
Welcome to Champlin Park High School, home of the Rebels, home of the number 6th ranked team in Class 4A. The Rebels are playing host to the Anoka Tornadoes, and I'm Joe Rulin along with Pete Hayes on senior night at Rebels High School here in Champlin Park. And I'll tell you, the Champlin Rebels again having another outstanding season.
Yeah, I had a chance to watch them early in the season, Joe, and they really do have a nice team. Early on, they beat a highly rated North Lakeville team and played Wayzata here lately, beat Eastridge, which is a top-rated team, and those are their only losses of the season as they beat them earlier on in the season. But they're a very strong team. Anoka comes in just a little bit under 500 and looking to try to impress tonight.
They do. Anoka at a mark of 8-12. Last time out, they had an impressive 3 straight set win. And meanwhile, Champlin Park, their most recent game, is a loss to Wayzata, the number 1 ranked team. To get a look at the starters, and the head coach is Chris Fenwick for the Tornadoes. Meanwhile, starting lineup for the Tornadoes goes with Sam Love along with Sam Jensen, followed by Allie Tanner, Abby Leaf, and Izzy Sones, who you'll see we do a lot of the kill shots. Meanwhile, Allie McNamara, number 16, will work as the libero in that 5-1 set for the Tornadoes. Meanwhile, get a look here under the direction of head coach John Yunker. Starting lineup for this Champlin Park squad is number 2, Allie Kopp. Number 3, Kylie Stremmel. The libero will be number 4, Sarah Moberg. Number 6, Lily Reese, followed by Marley Hansen and Ellie Schmidt as well up front. This is a squad coming in with a mark of 17-4. They have 818 kills, which ranks in the top 5 in the state of Minnesota. Also with that, they've just done a wonderful job of digs. Their liberos, as you get a look at some of the fans, waving maybe at me or at you, Pete, into the camera here, but the digging, it's an art. You see the liberos year in and year out for the Rebels, and that's such a quarterback spot.
Yeah, they really have a good one here at Champlin Park. The other thing that impressed me about Champlin Park when I saw them the last time is their depth. I mean, they can go 9 or 10 people deep, and they don't miss a beat. So they do have a lot of depth, and that seems to help them out quite a bit.
There you get a look at the coach, John Yunker, who took this team to the state championship, the first for Champlin Park. And it was a few years ago, and what a run. They've been consistent for about the last 5-6 years. And meanwhile, Chris Fenwick, the head coach for the Anoka Tornadoes, said that they were very pleased and excited about that performance that they had earlier this week. And what that meant was, hey, maybe we can get some momentum rolling here as they begin sections. It's the final game of the regular season for both of these teams.
Yeah, Chris Fenwick's been around for a long time, too. So you have a couple of veteran coaches that know each other well, know each other's teams well. And for Anoka, you're just looking to pull that upset. For Champlin Park, you want to continue on the path you've been on all season long.
Well, you'll have to keep an eye also on number 4, Sam Jensen, because as Anoka plays that 5-1, we had a chance to see them last week. It'd be kind of interesting to put a little GPS on her and see just how much movement and everywhere she moves to get everything set in that 5-1 formation. Meanwhile, for the Rebels, they come out with a 6-2. A couple of different setters along that piece, and Moberg will be doing some of that, but Moberg also leads the team with 238 digs. That's also top 5 in the state of Minnesota. Number 2 in digs for the squad, number 10, Hansen. So on Stremmel as well, number 3, she has 146 digs. Champlin Park will be serving first, and doing the honors here will be Kopp. Good steal serve and deep return, unable to get that back and out on Champlin Park. Point awarded there by Anoka.
Yeah, Izzy Sones, one of the better hitters for Anoka, and Anoka gets out to the start that they wanted, getting that first point on the board.
Big serve came the way and just close to averting a point. Keeping it alive. There's the set. Kill opportunity just in.
Yeah, good counterattack there by Champlin Park. Champlin Park coming off a big game last week. You know, they have to get their feet back under them coming into a game like that. I'm sure there's a lot of energy exerted in that game.
Service there is Caswell, Claire Caswell. Sending it over. That is Taylor. Now up front near the front. There's the set, crossed away, and point will go. Nice job that time by Love. It wasn't necessarily a kill shot with a lot of velocity, but the location helped.
And not a whole lot of size on the Anoka team. There's some quick players on the team, what I've seen earlier in the season, but not a lot of size where Champlin Park has them in that category.
Rachel Kabinski on this serve, gets to the front line, reaching back for that kill, and a nice dig on the back line for Anoka. Back up again, reaching back and sending this one in a descending force was Marley Hansen, her first kill of the game.
Yeah, Hansen, a good player. She's been around here for a while, has been doing that for a few years.
Hansen second on the team in kills. She is now 183. She's also serving. Good serve, good movement. Baseline there, Sohn. Shot is partially blocked, rearing up the southpaw. A kill opportunity there in Gilk, who leads the team in kills. Carly Gilk, 197, make it 198, and that southpaw approach is takes a set or two maybe to get used to.
Yeah, southpaw, and she's only a freshman. I'm sure she's on the radar of a lot of big schools.
Hit deep, now save and over. Up to the net. Kill, dig in the back, nice job, and now winding it up, and wow, bringing the velocity in. That left hand was Gilk. Trying to tip it by the front line. Sohn does a great job of redirecting that back over on the Champlin Park side. Point awarded to Anoka.
That was all about the dig right there by Allie McNair, who dug it from the back row off of Gilk's shot.
Service here. And good dig. That was another good save to the front. Far side. That kill is blocked back over. Guess who? She has just been putting them away when she has the opportunity, and that, again, is Carly Gilk, the freshman.
Yeah, she has that big windmill left hand. You know, it's hard enough, but when you're a lefty, I think it's a little bit tougher.
That was McNamara, by the way, on that last serve for Anoka, and this service is taken by Annex. Down the line, lifted. Another set, far side. Connect there, shot taken by Kerpak. And then sent over by Tanner. Winding up again, and good rotation. Didn't quite get the footwork in spot. Another kill there for Gilk, her third here of this first set, and now the Rebels are up 5-3.
You know, why not? It's working. Keep going back to it.
Annex again on the serve, elevating. Nice block by the Champlin Park front line. Sending it over, a set. What precision. She operates like a senior, just a freshman. Kill number 4 for Gilk.
Yeah, Anoka does not have an answer for her right now.
Serve. Moving it down the line, blocked. Nice job to dig it, cannot. And now they're putting a run together. 7-3. They took the service at 4-3. That are the Rebels. And again, 17-4 on the season, the number 6 ranked team in Class 4A. Nice. That serve is tough by Axons. It's over in set. Pulling the trigger. Beautiful block that time. Coming out of nowhere. Number 14, Kenzie Taylor.
You know, a couple of Champlin Park's losses were only 2 games. They weren't full sets. You know, and that was against Lakeville North and Eastridge, 2 teams that they beat earlier on in the season.
Gilk saves and just getting it over, hitting the top of the net. Anoka tries to find a home in the court there for Champlin Park. They dig out, winding up. Big blast far side is Kerpak.
Gopinski's been doing a nice job for Anoka. She's had 3 or 4 nice digs.
Sarah Moberg heading back to serve the libero. Boy, you can tell she's got movement on that serve and getting up to put the kill. Not quite the location they wanted. Back over are the Rebels, and Anoka now sets. Kill opportunity. Southpaw there for Champlin Park, about mid-court for that last shot. Rises and a save and a nice dig. Very good by Taylor, and point awarded to the Rebels. A battle at the net. And I got to say, I'm watching Abby Leaf. She has been elevating here for Anoka. Some nice shots.
Yeah, Leaf's only a sophomore, and she's going to get stronger, and as she gets stronger, she'll be able to leap even higher. So
trying to make that save, and it hits the bench. It's Moberg on the serve, and boy, that thing has got some movement. That's a heavy serve. It looks like a medicine ball by the time it comes over the net.
Yeah, Kenzie Taylor had to go back to Anoka to get that ball.
Drops it there right on the line. Oh, just wide, just long. So a 10-5 run and a start here for the Rebels. Substitution coming in. Stepping out is McNamara. Coming back in is Izzy Sones.
I think Samara Love also came in the front line for Anoka.
And they will sit Leaf as well. Set up front. No time wasted off that point. Caswell buries that after the set by Annex.
You know, I had a chance to see that Wayzata team a little bit on film. That's the #1 team in the state, and they are something. They have to be one of the higher rated teams in the nation, I would even think.
Yeah, they're 22-0. And the Rebels are unable to complete a serve for the first time. So quickly goes back to Anoka. Anoka tries to cut into this 11-6 deficit first set. On the set, far side, Love gets it over. A dig, now a set. Trying to come back up and dig that one out was Caswell, but it dropped in front of her. Point goes to Anoka.
You know, and the tough thing for Champlin Park is they're in the same section as Wayzata.
Absolutely. That change happened, what, few years ago?
Yes.
Kill shot. Oh, wow. That is a quick kill shot and technique by Caswell. I just can't believe how quickly. It's like that quarterback releasing the toss in the pocket. Very impressive.
Yeah, you like to see that, Joe, in the game of soccer. The quick shots, the quick hits, and they are very hard to defend unless you are right there.
Allison Kopp, who led this set off in the match tonight with the serve, gets her second round. Love just sends it over. There's the set and straight down, and kudos for that attempt by Jensen to try to dig that thing up, but it finally was retrieved about 3 rows into the bleachers. It is a 13-7 lead for the Rebels, and they are taking on Anoka. Now, at the end of this game tonight, this match, the official end of the season comes. And as a result, we'll look at these rankings first, but they'll go into a playoff system for the conference, which we'll get to. Wayzata 20-0. Egan goes to 15-3. Shakopee 18-3. Chaska. I mean, you've seen again, year and year again, you see this. Champlin Park goes out of their way to play each of these teams in the top 10, if not once or twice. Lakeville North at 14-7. There you see the Rebels at 17-3, and St. Michael Albertville at 15-5. Now, kind of a team we were talking about, Pete, before the start of the game. Rogers has been very impressive this year, and Rogers is actually officially leading in the conference with a record of 9-0. Well, we'll talk about that with standings and seeds later on here in the match, but they'll be meeting probably next week. Even though it's not on the schedule, we'll get you updated on that. Here comes Kopp. Up front, trying to pull the trigger, and a nice job, unable to retrieve that. Sones buries that, and a big point there for Anoka coming out of the timeout.
So did I miss it, Joe, or was Rogers not in that top 10?
They are not in that top 10. That was another point. Thank you. It was shocking that they are not in there at a mark of 20-2. Setting, far near side here. Block, and it's knocked out of play. Getting up and getting in front of that was Sones, but it went off of her and out of play, so the point now awarded to the Rebels. Caswell on the serve. The set, and again, the point goes to Anoka.
You know, Anoka's hanging in there. Anoka's hanging in there right now. 14-9. I think they'd have to be happy where they're at. Obviously, you'd like to be a little bit closer, but they're showing that they can play with the Rebels so far.
McNamara on the serve. Set to the far side. Kill shot there. The trap and the block happened, but it dropped on the Anoka side. That was Ellie Schmidt who reared back for that one. Setting up for the serve is Hansen. Marley Hansen, a junior. 15-9 lead for the Rebels. Reaching back to get that dig and the save. Back over on the Rebels side. Just wide on the left-handed shot by Gilk. The kill carried maybe about a foot long of the baseline. 15-10 now, Tornadoes, as they'll try to get something going. And that'll be Kenzie Taylor on the serve. Near side, and Schmidt again puts it over and unable to really control it. She was just off the floor, Schmidt, when she put the top spin on that shot, got it over, and unable to control it for that second shot. Is usually a set. Point goes to the Rebels, and they're now up 16-10, and serving is Agnes.
Champlin really likes coming off of this right side. I think 75% of their attempted kills have been from the right side.
They got that award. I thought they were going to call some hitting that net, but they did not. So Axness again will get another serve at 17-10 into the net.
That's the first missed serve that we've seen here in the game so far. So some good serving by both teams, keeping the ball in play. You hate to give away those freebies.
Absolutely. And 4 now Jensen. Stankra. Shot back. That was actually Tanner serving. Getting up, getting the deflection. That was Leaf who put a little mustard on that kill shot. That was enough to deflect off of the Rebels and out of play. Point awarded to the Tornadoes. Again, coming in with a record of 18-12. Save shot and just to dig it by Axness and over. That shot a champ almost. It looked like she just lost that placement as she wanted to look at that kill shot. Maybe sometimes when you come up for that block, you get distracted.
I think she's trying to change her mind there at the end and try to just drop it over the top of them, and it was a little too late to do that.
Moberg with that heavy serve again sent the Anoka player kind of moving back, and when she did that, she didn't get the depth and the quality of shot. And a point awarded 19-12. Here's first set. To the side and saved and over. Set by Agnes. Kill. Just a right spot. Buried that time by Claire Caswell. I have her for 3 kills here in this first set. Another timeout. That will go to Anoka at 20-12 lead for the Rebels.
Yeah, there was an opening in the defense right there, and Champlin Park found it, find himself up by 8 here in the first.
Yeah, I would guess that we'll probably see a call from maybe the Wisconsin Badgers. For number 7 at some point, Carly Gilt, the freshman.
Yeah, she's very impressive.
Izzy Ashburn still there, and I'll tell you, she's one of the members from that state championship squad, and she's been contributing since she was pretty much a freshman.
She has. Yes, she has. You know, they do have kind of a pipeline there, so I guess that's one they'll be looking at right now.
Moberg on the serve. She starts way back, goes to that jump serve, and then it just drops down. Whoa, getting up, and kill attempt there blocked and back on the Anoka side. Love will give it a run. She had a little bit, looked like maybe an off-speed pitch that time, Pete, as it kind of rolled off her hand to the side, a different spin, and it dropped in front of the Rebels.
Well, if that was the plan, it was a good plan. Not sure if it was or not, but we're going to give her credit for that was the plan.
That's what every one of my kill shots would look like. Elevating this time, beautiful, gets it back. Moberg, and now the set and the kill, and tries to get it a couple times. Now a chance to save it a third time, unable to do so, but I love that effort. That was by Jordan Kerpak, and point will be going to Anoka.
And you see the smile on the Anoka girls' face, and they should have it. That was a good battle right now, pull themselves within 6.
Leave on that serve. Kerpak, boy, I tell you, they all just have that technique that is just solid, and Kerpak again on that kill, so that's her 4th now of this first set.
Yeah, it's not like they just have one weapon. You know, they had 5 or 6.
Gilk a bit overzealous on that serve, sends it beyond the line by about a foot, and that'll go right back to Anoka along with the point, 20-15. So Anoka chipping away. Serve is by Jansen.
That's what you can't have when you want that comeback. So that one hurts right there. Moves up to 22-15.
Substitutions, and one for service is going to be Kopp, Allison Kopp.
Kopp does a nice job serving for Champlin Park.
Up to the front, and that return just went right over the top back into the Rebels' possession. They'll get time here to set. Backside, a little deep on that set, so they just popped it over, and wasn't enough as Hansen popped it over, and then Anoka brought it back, found some open territory, and got the point.
That was Sones. Sones, one of the big hitters for the Tornadoes.
Gapinski on this serve. The set to the front, pulling the trigger, Schmidt, and off of Gabinski in the point.
We haven't called Schmidt's number much here today, but she's been a big contributor to Champlin Park for the last 3 seasons. She's a senior, and they're going to miss her.
Big serve, and a lot of motion there. Caswell on that serve. She'll get the other, and she will serve for the first set here at 24-16.
Yeah,
caught looking, and a point and an ace. Service ace that time by Caswell. That is for the first set in the game. 25-16. Rebels will return with more high school volleyball in a moment.
When I first saw a turtle, my heart was full. Now anything but lonely.
We have this like deep connection, this heart connection.
He just wants to be close to you and part of your life.
Every day with Turtle is a perfect day.
When I'm holding her, it makes me feel calmer.
I think everything he does shows how much he loves us.
When we adopt a shelter pet,
We discover
they're a little bit of a lot of things.
But they're all pure love.
Stem is precise, no margin for error.
Dare to forget that. Dare to have fun with it. Get weird with it. Dare to send those old STEM theories flying past the neighbor's house into outer space. Dare to program something internet-breaking, record-breaking. Dare to blow their minds. Dare to learn the difference between sedimentary and metamorphic rock. Go find those rocks. Dare to keep daring. Dare to STEM. Check out She Can STEM to get started.
Eva Marie smoked 12,000 packs of cigarettes over 15 years. She quit, and now there's a new lung cancer screening that could save her life. You stopped smoking. Now start screening. No matter how much you smoked, early detection could save you. Talk to your doctor or learn more at savedbythescan.org.
If you love them enough to drive an hour to cheer them on as they get beat 11-0 in the rain, then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the right seat to make sure they're correctly buckled in the back seat.
Throw that ball, Diane. Woo! You got this.
Welcome back, Champlin Park High School. This is girls high school volleyball, the number 6 ranked team in Class 4A. The Rebels on senior night, getting a look at some of the seniors and those big photos. And the Rebels took the first set here over Anoka, and Anoka will service here to start the second. Jensen on that, and set, putting it in and picking up where she left off in that first set. Caswell, who unofficially had 6 kills in that first set, and she winds up, gets a nice set that time by Kopp and buries it.
Yeah, Claire Caswell's had a good night so far for Champlin Park.
She served out that first set and will begin here, and this one goes long.
Just as I say that, she hits it long.
Must be a couple of doors open, blowing that beyond the line, and so a substitution rolling in and taking a seat will be Caswell. Service here, Kabinski. She sets it up, clears up, and a shot here. Save is made. Near side. That was Tanner. Now sending it over. Beautiful save in that back row was by McNamara. A set by Kopp and burying this one. Trajectory on that was none. It was like an arrow, a 90-degree line as Hansen buried that.
Yeah, Hansen with another nice hit for Champlin Park. You know what I've noticed, Joe, is Champlin Park has a nice mix of seniors and underclassmen. They have some talent coming back again the next couple of years.
Hansen misses that one, just toss maybe not high enough, but it went the lower part of the net. 2-2, we're tied at deuces. Service here from McNamara. And Anoka. Top with the set. The kill is long by the southpaw once again in Gilk.
So Anoka with the early lead here, 3-2 over the Rebels.
McNamara trying to get 2 consecutive points, unable to do that after a blast that sends Kabinski down to try to dig and unable to recoup.
That lead didn't last long.
3-3 trifectas each. On the serve here is Agnes. Kabinski, deep save. Over that time by Tanner. Loading up. Left kill shot gets back over. They'll get a chance to retry. Second verse. Redirecting and just tipping it and out of play with Champlin Park. That was an attempt by Kerpak.
Been really impressed with Rachel Kabinski for Anoka. She's had quite a few really nice digs to keep the ball in play.
Kenzie Taylor, nice serve. Kerpak winds up and sends it deep. Chance for this kill shot is blocked up front by that wall. That shot was attempt was by Leaf. Now trying to catch the tip and send it back over, and then redirected. And it'll go to a point to the Rebels. And Moberg now with that heavy serve will come in and stand about 10 yards behind the service line for this jump serve.
You know what I like about Gilk is she doesn't have to be right at the net, Joe, to have that kill. She can sit back about 5-6 feet and still gets enough elevation to make a nice kill.
That time it was Gilk and Caswell who combined for a nice wall for that block. 5-4 lead now for the Rebels. Moberg off speed that time. Again, had a little bit of a perch on that one. Little trajectory as it came down versus just that heavy serve. Nice mix up, and a point goes to the Rebels.
Yeah, that was quite the changeup. They never threw me that in Joe in baseball because they could get me out with the fastball. Why would they throw me that changeup?
There's a dig chance. Good eyes that time. Leaf tried to redirect, and she did. Found some open territory. And the Rebels unable to revive that point. 6-5, Anoka chance to tie. Looks like Tanner on the serve. On the serve. Lifting it up, and man, I'll tell you, Caswell just reaches back, and you got to know that rock is coming if you're on the other side. She reaches back and winds up, and it's funny watching. It's enjoyable watching the different techniques because Gilk is really just boom, quick and done.
You know, this is a nice thing for Champlin. Gilk goes out, and all of a sudden Hansen comes in. So
Stremmel was on the serve, and good dig. Way to survive that point. Back over. Well, the Rebels now a chance for the Tornadoes, and they get a kill. Beautiful dig by Moberg. You see why she leads the team in digs.
Yeah, that was really nice. She laid totally out for that one.
Ackness there, far side, the kill, beautiful location. Sometimes it's not necessarily that velocity, but where you see that spot, and she put that one perfect, and that was Kirkpatrick. So 8-5 lead.
Little run here by Champlin Park. Anoka needs to stop it right now.
Kylie Stremmel on the serve, looking for her second straight service point. Near the line, front line, unleashing a laser. Once again is Caswell.
I mean, you just don't know where it's coming from with Champlin Park. They have so many players that can get you points, and they're up by 4 on Anoka with the timeout.
A 9-5 lead in last match. I was with Tim Anderson, and I said, hey, when teams get to 23, usually the first team to 23, they have like that 95% success rate that they're going to win, right? That 95% win rate. And I'll be darned if Robbinsdale didn't tie it on Anoka last week. But then Anoka came back to win on that, which proved my 23. Hitting that 23 is a 95% win rate. That's just one of those Joe-isms of analytics that I just created.
And it's kind of amazing, Joe, because some of these games go to 28, 29, 30, and you think it wouldn't be that high, but, you know.
Yeah, you had a match against Eastridge earlier this year.
Tell you what, that Eastridge match I saw here was something. One of the best girls volleyball games I've ever seen. So it was fun to watch, and it's fun to watch this team again here. But I think Anoka has some potential. You know, I'm not sure who's all in that section, but they play hard, they have smiles on their faces, and that's what you want.
Section 5A, and again, the seeding for that I think will begin on the 24th of October. Block. Yeah, but that block went out of play, so Stremmel connects. It's another service point. She got some mojo going here on his serve. And, oh, perfect, as that ball got to the tape and crawled over for the point. Doesn't matter what it looks like, it's a point. And now 11-5 advantage for the Rebels after that 9-5 timeout by Anoka.
Yeah, that is something that Champlin doesn't need, and that's luck.
There's the kill. Some good points there. Good execution there by number 7 and Benson.
I would always complain, Joe, when we were playing good teams, and I would think the ref made a bad call, and I'd say, they don't need any help. You know? They're good enough. You don't need to give them any help. Kind of like that ball rolling over the net there.
Unfortunately, service That's long for Anoka. Point awarded to the Rebels. 12-6. Coming back in is Kopp. Looks like it's Moberg on the serve. Also returning is Ellie Schmidt. I stand corrected. It's going to be Kopp on the serve.
Yeah, Champlin starting to spread out this lead right now, doubling up Anoka here early in the second.
Just sending it over, Anoka. Kopp with the set, pulling the trigger on the kill, and a block nicely made there by Anoka, living the play. Another point attempt here for Anoka. Good save. Redirect and tipped a couple of times, but initiated as the send over by Hansen. And the point to the Rebels, 13-6. Back to serve again is Kopp.
Yeah, nice job by Anoka there, but Champlin was the team that was able to finish it off.
Drops this one just over, going deep, coming out of nowhere for that kill shot, but the wall in front blocked it. I'll tell you, a lot of conviction coming that time by Sowens. I thought she was going to get that kill, but the wall in front by the Rebels said, nah, that's not going to happen. Point to the Rebels, 14-6 down the line. Point. Strategic serve there for Kopp. Kopp on the season. Now she has, that's her second ace. She has 20 on the season. Carly Gilk leads the squad with 29 service aces and a percentage of .848. Shot by Sowens. That was just long by Izzy Sowens, the senior, and it's a 16-6 lead now for the Rebels.
Yeah, Anoka a little discombobulated. Is that a word, Joe?
Discombobulated?
Yeah, discombobulated. Okay. All right. See, I wasn't sure if that was a word or not, but what I'm trying to say is it's not going real well for him right now.
I make up analytics, and that's fine. So Anoka sends over and the set and getting the chance to pull that trigger. Whoa! Is Caswell. It looks like this as far back as she goes to wind up, you think she might lose some momentum, but she increases that momentum upon contact. Wow. 17-6. Last couple of servers for the Rebels have put together 4-point runs at least. This going for the fifth, and she'll get it. And that's Kopp.
Yeah, at one point I think we were at 6-5. And Champlin put on quite a run here.
Kopp still in control, having a great service around here. She'll drop this one in front. Nice dig there by Anoka. Kopp with the set and the over. Ends it back, and they will get it over. Good job by Anoka. Stick to it in this. Black, there was a good block there on the shot, and a redirect over. Point is awarded to the Rebels. And another timeout by Anoka as they now trail 19-6 here in the second set. They're down 1-0 already in terms of sets.
Yeah, good timeout by Chris Fenwick. Instead of just giving up on the game, he's going to bring the girls over, do a little bit of teaching. I mean, he could sit here and just let this ride out, which it looks like a win for Champlin Park. But he's going to talk about what they're doing right now. Young team. Let's see if he can teach them some lessons here in this timeout.
Yeah, I mean, maybe one of the surprising losses, and I'm probably not that versed in volleyball, but was to Marshall when they lost 2-1. That was on September 11th in the Southwest Minnesota Challenge at Marshall High School, Southwest Minnesota. Their other losses for Champlin Park have come versus Lakefield North, Eastridge, as you mentioned, and then Wayzata. So other than that, they've been able to handle things in conference play. And as a result of that in conference play, they'll go through that playoff because I want to say, Peter, are there 16 teams in the Northwest Suburban Conference now, I believe. And so we'll talk about that playoff next week.
I like the idea, whatever the idea is.
Anoka tries to end this run at Champlin Park. Keeping it alive in the back. McNamara elevating there. Anoka set up here. Schmidt Wants to bury it. Doesn't bury it. Does a good location. Sends it right down the line and inside. That was a crafty move that time by Schmidt.
Nice little rally there by both teams, but Champlin Park once again coming up on top, and they now lead 20-6.
I stand corrected. That was Hansen. Kopp still with the serve. Ever for a 7-point run right now on that service. Anoka keeps it alive and then sent right over by Sones. Baseline.
Nice
Caswell again. Just one after another. She didn't get that kill. She stung that kill, did Claire Caswell, but Anoka did a great job of returning it. She returned it right to her, and she just redirected it on the tip. 21-6. 8-point service run here for Kopp.
You know, Champlin Park probably has a half a dozen girls that just really bring it with that kill.
Absolutely. It's contagious, you know, that's a technique, that success. And the dig, trying to go over, quick no look that time. We mentioned that Sam Jensen does the setting, and that time she thought she could do a quick no look, which she does well. We saw that last week against Robbinsdale. Not this time. So it's 22-6.
Yeah, quite the run here by Champlin Park.
Deep on this one now. They'll just flecked it over. That was by Brent. Good dig by McNamara. Brent goes up, redirects, sends it over. Now captured there and settled. Far side. Nice play, nice deflection there, and Hansen will get credit for that. 23-6, and you know what that means, Pete?
I do.
95%.
95%.
Success
I think this one's a little higher right now.
Might be at 99.9 as Kopp has kind of owned this service.
Yeah.
She's got, this would be her 10th straight point if she can complete this over the Rebels. Far side and over. Good dig there by Stremmel. A quick no look that time, and Kopp that time ended her own service.
Watch out,
Right.
Here they come, Joe.
On that run, see, 23-7. Let's see what they could do here for Anoka as Sam Jensen on that service. Redirect tip that time. Hansen again, and then two big point on the service, and 23-8. Heading back is Hansen. There you see some of the fans in the stands and future volleyball players.
Yeah, nice crowd here tonight for Parents' Night.
Good block. And back over. Sent by Hansen. Setting up. Sounds that time. Nice job getting some good technique.
You got to like that Anoka's not giving up here.
Not at all.
No,
23
staying with it.
23-9.
Stay the course.
There's the set, far side. Good location. I like that. Like that play. Very good by Ellie Schmidt that time. Isn't necessarily the force of that kill, but it's just that location right down the line, and be able to bury that and keep it in bounds is another thing. So going for a second service point set and win here is Caswell. Just long. 24-10 now as Anoka will get another run, and with the honors is Logan Brent.
Yeah, the good players, Joe, they're in the air and they can see the court at the same time, know where they're going to go with it.
Up top, back and return, and good point. Good quick transition. That's the one thing tonight. You're not seeing a lot of long points. It's going maybe 2-3 exchanges. And
right. And the ones that have been long have gone Champlin Park's way, so that's really hits you hard as the opposing team.
Good serve, good conviction on that serve, but coming up and elevating and burying that is Hansen. Marley Hansen, and that kill is the win, and they take their second win here in the second set. 25-11. We will return for the third set. Champlin Park up 2-0.
Jason, let's go see your room.
Okay, Dad. 1, 2, 3. You saved me. Dad?
Are you okay?
I'm fine, dear.
Your hero needs you now, and AARP is here to help. Find the care guides you need at aarp.org/caregiving.
What are you doing in there?
What's that?
I wouldn't do that. What are you doing? What are you looking for?
I don't want to talk about it.
I don't want to talk about it.
Families don't have to talk about everything, but they should talk about how to plan for an emergency. Get tips and resources to make your family's emergency plan.
Hiya! Queen of All Knowledge here, reminding you, creeps out there on the internet hack, scam, and trick savvy cyber users every day. But we can fight back. It's as easy as IC3. If you're a victim of online crime, don't give up. Visit IC3, the FBI's Internet Crime Complaint Center. Your tips help the FBI track down cyber criminals around the world. Report your crime to www.ic3.gov today.
Welcome back, Champlin Park. Rebels with a 2-0 set lead and going for the match as we begin here. Set number 3, and serving will be Alyssa Kopp on Joe Rulin, along with Pete Hayes. As you can see the fans waving in here on senior night for Rebels Volleyball. The number 6 ranked team in Class 4A. They start off with a point there. That one looked like it handicapped Taylor.
Yeah, it's nice to see the crowd out here. You know, after the tough year last year, it's nice to see the crowd. It's nice to see the girls get a full schedule. So everything's good in volleyball land.
Tanner tries to come up with that dig off of that mystery ball from Kopp, and she already has 2 service points. She had a 10-point service run in that second set. Kill attempt there, blocked and sent back over and into open court for the point for the Rebels. That's Caswell with that block.
All you can ask for is for Chris Fenwick is keep playing hard, girls. You know, you don't want them giving up, and when you're down 2-0 to a team like this, it's hard to come back. They know that. Play hard, get better.
Well, there you could see that time Izzy Sones getting up for that kill shot, but just as 2 arms go up on that other side, I'm thinking sometimes they're trying to rearrange it on the fly and send it in a different location. That time, unfortunately, she put it into the net. 3-0, and a long serve, so point will go to Anoka. They trail 4-1. Getting back on the serve will be Sam Jensen.
Well, that's a point that Anoka needed right there. They ended up that last match pretty close. I mean, they got some points here at the end. So let's see if they can continue on with that.
Kopp with the set, elevating there. Schmidt with that chance off the block attempt, and it flies deep. Ellie Schmidt again. Substitution. Moving some players in here. Number 9, Caitlin Erickson will come in to serve.
I haven't seen a whole lot of Erickson. She's only a sophomore, so it's nice where they can get a few girls that usually aren't in there too much can get in the game. Guess I'm not positive whether she's in there much, but I haven't called her name.
Just long on that shot that just rotated past the line. One rotation too much, but you're right. There's one thing, well, many things that John Junker, the head coach for the Rebels, does well is kind of insert and implement players from time to time, so they're getting plenty of experience in game time.
Yeah, Adler's in there right now. She's a 9th grader.
Stremmel with that. Right on cue. Addison Kapitsky that time buried one.
I mean, Adler's the tallest kid out on the court right now, and she's a 9th grader.
But you watch and just the technique on things. Everything from serve to those kills. It's just nothing loose. That's long by Love. Samara Love that time, the junior. And it's an 8-1 lead here for the Rebels.
Well, you know, Joe,
looking to take the sweep.
You get a good product, and kids continue to come out. You know, and coaching's a big part of it. And Champlin's had real good success here as of late. So girls continue to come out. They want to be part of that.
And the good news for Anoka and others in Section 7 is they won't have to contend with the Rebels, as they'll be playing in Section 5A. Timeout taken. 9-1 lead for the Rebels. And speaking with that, they will do the seedings. Talking to Coach Junker before the game. And we get a look at the standings, and that'll give us an opportunity to speak of this. So you're seeing Rogers up top, and Rogers actually is, I want to say, 9-0 in the Northwest Suburban Conference. They're at 20-2. There's Blaine, Maple Grove, and Champlin Park, and followed by Andover. You see follow up there on Anoka at 8-12. But the understanding here is that next week, because I had asked John why haven't they played anything with Rogers in the conference play. He says, well, they're going to do a playoff. I think it's going to be the top, if it's the top 4, how they do the seedings for the conference. And I may have this completely wrong, but he said I would expect that we will be probably playing Rogers early next week. Following that, then they will do the seedings for the sections on the 24th and start playing on the 26th, because that's earlier than what we started before, but the number of teams and all else. So there's a quick scenario, and hope that video or verbal audio documentary on the conference play didn't have anyone stop listening.
Yeah, and
I just had to get that off my chest. It was like picking a scab. I had to get out.
What we were looking at, too, was their overall records. You know, Champlin has not lost in the conference, so I'm guessing it's Rogers, the number 2 team in the conference. But, yeah, Champlin's 4 losses have all come outside of the conference.
Well, as though one lefty, one southpaw on that kill shot wasn't enough, coming from Carly Gilk, another freshman. Adler buries that one. Good dig from back and over. And a point award. It was 11-1. Now 11-2 here as McNamara, Allie McNamara, goes back to serve for Anoka, or she may be just holding that spot momentarily, and she is.
Yeah, Sarah Moberg is a junior, and Marley Hansen is a junior. They have some tools that are coming back next year. Tools in the box that are coming back.
Abby Benson celebrates that serve. It's good to see that positive energy as she hit the top of the tape. Just kind of threw all the defenders off of the Rebels. Far side kill there. It was deflected long, and a point goes to the Rebels. Pulling the string that time was Schmidt. Substitution back in, and Carly Gilk comes back in. Taking a seat will be Kylie Stremmel. On the service is Kapitsky. Loses that serve, and a point goes to Anoka.
Yeah, that one didn't have a chance right there. Anoka will take as many of those as they can get.
This time it will be McNamara on the serve. And this return goes beyond the bench of the Rebels. Point awarded to Anoka. So McNamara gears up for hopefully another service point here at 12-5 Champlin Park.
I like the way McNamara serves. Ball just gets over the net. A little higher on that one. Giving Champlin Park a chance.
Southpaw kept alive and finding the gap. And I tell you, that takes poise. Ellie Schmidt saw that ball coming, and she didn't rush the process, and she just Got good technique. The ball, hand under the ball, got good topspin, and just found some open real estate for the point. 13-5.
Here comes the third freshman in for Champlin Park, and Reese Ackness.
Making that save deep on the line. Elevating this time, and the kill is good. Trying to reach for that save after the shot by Kerpak. And it is now 14-5. Reese Ackness on the service. Deep coming from the back. Nice job to dig that. Again, there was Kerpak up front. Oh, it looked like that time it went to the front. Leaf was, I don't know if she was waiting to get a better look or finding some, but anyway, just at that point, you saw Champlin Park said, got it, I'll just tap it down.
Yeah, Sam Jensen didn't get that one to where she wanted it. A little bit too far out in front. Champlin Park put it away.
A little communication miscue that time as the rebound off of the service return sent Sam Johnson far off the court. She returned it, but no one else was there to send it over. Ackness again. Ackness is impressive on the serve as well as those sets. Point goes back to, again, to the Rebels. 17-5 now here. And
do you have any kind of percentage on this? A 17-5 score?
The winning probability?
Yeah, could you see if you can get that on your computer?
You know, I'll put it together on the Joe hard drive and see what it comes up with at this weight. A winning probability now at 93%. As Ackness on the season serving at a clip of 900.
Wow.
Loading up. The freshman sends it over, redirects. Wasn't a kill shot, but it was a good redirect over by Catherine Adler. That'll be a lineup tough to contend with for many teams. Two front liners that are southpaws. Ackness again. She is putting on a clinic again, and that dig unable to come up with. She came up with a nice one earlier, was Kapitsky. That one she could not. Nice play by the Tornadoes. And they stay alive here at 19-6. It is Carmen Shimek, the sophomore, on the service. Joe Rulin along with Pete Hayes. Thursday night volleyball lights. There's a shot there, not the velo, but came in a little tight on Anoka to return, and that was the shot by Kerpak. And point award. Getting the first service of the game here is Catherine Adler, the freshman.
Yeah, all of these seasons, Joe, starting to come to an end. I know soccer boys and girls are in the second round. I believe they're either playing tonight or Saturday, most of the teams. Saw a big upset the other day where Spring Lake Park beat Champlin Park in boys soccer.
Wow, that is an upset.
They were pointing towards a showdown with Maple Grove. Football, next Wednesday is the last regular season game. Playoffs start the week after, so the fall seasons are coming to an end, and it's a fun time of year.
It is, but it comes so fast and it goes. It's just you kind of like to enjoy it maybe a little more as it unfolds. As all those sports begin, there's a kill shot and a point. Nope, hitting it in net. That goes to Anoka. At 28, you kind of wish the timing would happen differently for all these sports so you could get a chance to enjoy, but it certainly unravels. Postseason play begins so quickly. There's off the foot of the Rebels, and it's 20-9 now for Anoka.
Well, we were talking about soccer, and Kapitsky thought she was going to put one in the back of the net. There's a nice dig by her.
Beautiful block and right back at Gilk. She does not see that too often. Girls soccer, it's Mounds View 1, Champlin Park nothing. That's at half of girls high school soccer. The set, reaching back, and every time that technique, it's like she's reaching back, is Caswell. And mentioned she came in third in the team in kills at 129. and a kill percentage of about .350. She's added about a dozen tonight. Has Caswell. It's 21-10. We're moving into that high probability rate once it hits that 23, and just long that time as Kerpak. Rare for her to miss that shot. She's been spot on.
Hit the linesman. He had to make that out call. Big smile on his face.
Service chance now for the Tornadoes. And they came in with a mark of 18-12. Defeated Park Center earlier this week on the 12th. 3 straight sets. Another service chance here. Save. Now a chance. Loves ends it over. Long on that shot.
Well, Anoka's hanging in there.
Instead of Love, that was Benson who sent it over for Anoka, and now it's 21-13. 3-point run for the Tornadoes. This goes long, and good decision there by Stremmel as that ball was moving towards her. Not with a whole lot of velocity, but it looked like the movement on it was pretty impressive, but she let it go. Good decision, and ready to see if she can service out this game. Allison Kopp. 22-13 lead, and a nice kill, a block, not quite successful, but Sones was on that kill for Anoka. Another point, 22-14, making a move here on the Tornadoes. They are down 2-0. This is the third.
Yeah, Anoka shows some flashes, you know. Not an easy outcome section time.
And there's just put it right there, right on the hand. And another kill there for Claire Caswell.
Yeah, that was Logan Brent for Anoka. She kind of goes, what did you want me to do with that one?
It is 23-14, and Caitlin Erickson on the service, and she'll get a chance to serve for the match as that deflects off of an Anoka backline player. So this for the match. Caitlin Erickson, 24-14 Rebels. Sent to the side, nice save there. Reaching up, save, and now just a redirect. Save again, comes right back, and Anoka buries that. Sones had a couple of rounds to put that away, finally did on her second opportunity, and it's 24-15.
Yeah, Izzy said, not so soon. I'm going to take one more swing here.
Abby Benson with the serving honors for Anoka. Far side. Good save and a set. Over here, blocked. A good save by the Rebels, diving. Back over, redirected. Trying to make the save off the shot of Schmidt, and no, they cannot. Can the Tornadoes, and it is a 25-15 third set win. It is a sweep for the Rebels, again ranked number 6th in Class 4A over Anoka. Another impressive outing. As we look at some of the broadcast schedules coming up, football to Tino Grace versus Champlin Park. I believe Steve will have that one along with Jim Giles tomorrow night. And then on the 19th, it's volleyball to be determined as they continue some postseason play as it begins early next week. And then football, Champlin Park versus Anoka. I believe you're on that one, Pete Hayes, along with Jim Erickson on Pumpkin. The Pumpkin Bowl
from Anoka.
That's exciting stuff. Well, it's the end of the season for both of the Tornadoes and the Rebels, which is why you're not seeing schedules for those teams in upcoming games. It's all postseason play now. And we thank you for joining us. It's, Champlin Park senior night, and they celebrated with a sweep tonight, 3-0 over the Anoka Tornadoes. I'm Joe Rowland along with Pete Hayes. Have yourself a major league evening at a minor league price.